Think about me every now. It's that me espresso.
Hey pals, buzz and lovelies. Welcome back to Musing and Musing with
Megan
and Hannah.
Ooh. All right. So we missed last week. That's
It is what it is, man. And this one was my fault.
Was it?
Yeah, you had the first one. This was me. Second one was me.
Okay. Yeah, we've been having a weird time with trying
Life.
to. Well, this takes more work than it looks like. Honestly, it looks.
You know what?
It looks like we just
seem to think
scrapped
this is
that shit
ridiculous.
together. But it actually takes a lot of time.
This
effort,
is
and
hard
planning.
effort.
Yeah, sometimes we just can't get it done in a week. You know what I'm saying? But here we
Because
are.
like you
now
have
we're
to
back.
do like so much in a week.
So much.
So much.
And we have to think about what dumbass subjects
Yeah, what are we gonna yap about, not shut up about? Yeah.
And this week,
It's all about us.
yeah, I mean, it always is.
Well, I mean, kind of.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're informative about other stuff, but this is strictly, literally about our lives
Our
and
lives.
what we did.
Yep. So summer's coming to a close. Brat summer, which we did not participate in musically, but I feel like we did in spirit.
Yeah, I did in
Participate.
spirit.
Yeah, the
Yeah, I
aesthetic
gave
of
my
just being
energy
a cool
to
little
that.
guy.
That was a part of the lifestyle. I never
did. Here's what I'll say about the Charlie XCX album, the Brat album. I did kind of like it.
Well, I thought the like the art style and everything too. I loved how she did it.
Also
Very, very
loved
cool.
her interview with Brittany Broski, and I like just like the way she
Yeah,
looks at
she's
the
a
world
really
and
fucking
handles
cool
things.
person.
But the beats of the songs, I think
It
I
caused
would.
me anxiety.
But I don't think we're listening to them in the right setting because we don't really go places where like
Okay.
you're like dancing
Yeah.
and stuff. So when we're trying to listen to it at work or in the car, we're
I
like.
cannot. Yeah, I can't get in that headspace while
Yeah.
I'm in my car.
So I think before we say we objectively dislike it,
Well, that's
we
what
should try it out where it's meant to
it
be
just
heard.
causes me stress when I'm already in a high stress situation. So I need to listen to it when I'm like ready for that, and I've already been like,
Yeah,
chill.
we need to make a concerted effort to go out and like dance. We haven't done
Yeah,
that in a
if
long
any-
time.
well, we plan to. We have opportunities. We can. We're on the pod. I was gonna. We can.
I don't know where this is going.
Well, Alyssa.
We gonna go dance with Alyssa?
Oh my fucking heel is doing that thing again.
Okay, so
I've been having
funny
a
story.
fucking cramp.
We were having a hard time getting started with this, and our friend Austin is sitting outside waiting for us in the hot tub. So
Yeah.
I was like, "All right, let's go."
And it just kept
A lot
getting
of
held up.
lollygagging.
Yeah, and one
And then
time
right
was
when
me.
it got serious, I was
Yeah.
like, "All right, it was time to go." Hannah was like, "It's gonna seem like
I
I'm
know I was
making
gonna
this
seem
up."
like I was fucking faking it, and it happened again, and I think it's because I raised myself, and I'm sitting on my feet all weird, and I'm a 26-year-old adult who doesn't really sit on their feet like that ever. Anyways.
If you don't use your mobility, you're gonna lose it.
I should shit. Oh shit! I
True
should
fact.
shit on my feet more. Okay, I'll work on that.
But so today's theme, we're gonna do like a summer recap. That's what we thought we would do.
Essentially, yeah, just everything that happened
Yes.
in the summer and anything we consumed that we enjoyed.
Yes. I think we should start with, because over the weekend, we went to an Indiana Fever and Las Vegas Aces game. I think we should start there because it's fresh off the dome.
Fresh off the brain. Okay,
It is.
period. All right, one, I will say it's been so long since I've been in a sport setting where people, you know how sports fans are so fucking intense.
So intense.
So it had been, I have never been one to be on the opposites. Like, we went to an Indiana Fever Las Vegas Aces game at Indiana, and I've never been one to be cheering for the opposing team, like wearing the stuff. And
That was
I'm
so
not,
funny.
that's not even how I like cheer fucking basketball on. Like, I love certain players, and then like I cheer both sides because good basketball is just good basketball. But I wore a Las Vegas Aces shirt, and I was so chilled out. Like,
we had some sandwiches.
I had some really good times. So I didn't even register. So many people were talking shit about my shirt and the Las
There
Vegas
was also,
Aces.
we were walking down the street, and Hannah, there was a moment of realization where Hannah looked at me and was like, I didn't consider what this was about to be like.
I didn't-
'Cause
yeah, I
that you
forgot
forgot
how
how other
intense.
sports fans get.
I forgot
Yeah.
how intense it, like how life or death, like they're gonna fucking murder somebody who's cheering for the other team.
Yeah, and that's
Anyways.
the team that we're playing is the team that has Caitlin Clark.
And you know how crazy Clark fans are now. Like,
Yeah,
the
it's
amount
insane.
of Clark shirts we saw
All
alone
we saw almost was Clark
was
shirts.
insane.
And I bought one. Hey, I bought one.
and my sister Lauren has one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we were walking down the street and someone saw Hannah and said, Viva! And Hannah went like this.
It.
kept walking because she didn't register.
I didn't even know that's what my face was. I was looking at this sign that was farther down the street.
Oh, you weren't looking at that person?
No.
I thought you were confused why they were saying that to you, and that's why you looked like
No,
that.
there was a sign on the side of the street, and I was like trying to understand what it was wanting me to see. It didn't make sense to me. I was like, bad marketing or something like that. And then I noticed you said that, and I was like, oh, because I would have been like, Las Vegas.
That's a cute little chant for them, though. That's cool that they thought of that. But yeah, that was really cool. We were damn near in the ceiling, which we didn't know was going to be what was going to happen.
I don't like heights. So once I realized we were going higher up, I made sure I was staring at the stairs, and we just kept climbing.
I know,
we never fucking stopped, guys. It was insane. And then I'm in pants. I don't like wearing pants. I felt constricted. I was hot.
They looked really good, though.
I loved them, honestly.
They did look good.
It makes
There's
me
a post on
think of
my
childhood.
page.
Yeah.
You can see where we were.
Anyway, I was so fucking hot climbing those stairs. I thought I was about to pass out, and I had my hair down too. So it was a helmet
because
on my
heat
head.
rises too,
And we're at the very fucking top.
Yeah, it was like weird.
No, I think we were literally one row away from touching the fucking wall.
Yeah, the row behind us was the wall.
Yeah. So not the very top. But
one below.
I did like the view. The view actually was not bad at all. How they built that, like that's fine.
It was cool.
I just hated how steep those stairs were because it's like this was your normal incline on the lower level, and then when we got to our seats, it was like,
yep.
It seems so dangerous.
Very well designed though to pack as many people in. Like that is a feat of architecture that somebody did.
How many seats were just filled? Like
it was packed.
It was so fucking.
It was packed, and everyone like
so fucking.
Oh my god, too. And like Caitlin Clark gets dogged on. Like she has fans and she has haters, but the way when the ball made it into her hands, the whole place was like
on the edge of their seat,
watching
every fucking
and
time.
She. Oh my god, it was amazing. Like she is amazing. She was making those like oh my god.
Which is why I was so glad that we got to watch a game with Indiana because that was a given. Like if we're gonna go, it's like they're right there. Yeah. And I was going to either pick Chicago Sky that had Angel Reese or Las Vegas Aces, who has so many
Angel Wilson was also cool. Did you see
phenomenal.
She made the first player to hit 1,000 points?
Yes,
WNBA
dude.
today.
It's like she's still going. She's our age. So it's like, and she's just hitting, like, like Caitlin Clark is only a rookie. So you're going to be like, she's really going to be cooking up something insane.
Oh my god.
Right? Because she's what, 22?
She already has like the most assists, like the most successful
getting into
rookie season.
Where like you're really understanding the game type thing. So I think it was really cool. It was really fucking fun. I can't wait to.
It made a fan out of me, honestly. Like I understand sports. Like I've never understood like team allegiance or whatever, but watching that, I was like, okay, I can get behind this. And I actually watched one on TV today.
it's like beautiful to watch. And everybody plays so different, so it's just so cool watching how people work together. Damn. I just love togetherness. I love teams. I love when people just work together so well.
Well, I have, what was amazing to me is like last year, the year before, I think it was last year, I went to a Pacers game and I watched the Pacers play the Timberwolves, which is an NBA game. And the Timberwolves were on fire last year. They were doing really well. And it was not like, it was crowded, but it was not packed like that. And I was like, WNBA?
Yeah, it was actually crazy.
Outsold the NBA?
There
I was like, that's insane.
So many people. It was a huge fucking crowd. So many people.
It's sad that that like surprises me, but if you look at like when we were kids, how much no one like I remember thinking at one point, I was like, no one's like in my lifetime, no one's gonna care about women doing stuff. Like I really did think that about like sports. I was like, imagine being so good at sports and being born a woman. That would just suck.
I know.
And now it's like not like that. And like I'm not even saying that like a negative way. It's just like that was disheartening to me to see that no one was ever going to care that much if you were so good at sports. And it's just not true. And it's not even that long later.
And I'm thinking about the kids that are growing up now and the life that they're already going to have. That's like they're seeing so much more than we ever did. Yeah. Like that's so fucking cool.
You can dream bigger now than I could when I was a kid. I'm only 25. So that's amazing.
I have tears.
I know. Like you should cry. That's fucking crazy.
Well, you're fucking not. So what's up with that?
Oh, well, I don't cry as easy as you do. I feel feelings.
Guys, I cry every fucking time. Any chance I can. It's like my body wants to.
That's recent, too. You have not always been like that.
That started, what, 2021?
Yeah, about.
Something like that. It just won't stop. It just won't stop.
Once it starts, man, it can't stop. It's like that guy in Bruce Willis and Friends. Once she gets him crying, he just can't stop crying.
I do feel like Bruce Willis and Friends. opened up the floodgates and I can't shut them. Anyways,
but yeah,
had a great time at the basketball game.
WNBA game was so fun. I would like to make it. Like, Caitlin Clark's going to be there until 2028, I think.
Okay.
So I would like to be able to go see her again. And like if
her
it's
contract is up in 2028?
Yeah.
So like she has a chance to stay or go somewhere else type thing. Okay.
And I have a feeling she's going to try to get... Is there an Iowa team?
Megan, WNBA. There's barely any fucking teams.
Maybe
Iowa doesn't have one. What'd you say?
Maybe we'll get to keep her.
That's right. Well, like, I'm curious. That's like, what'd you say, 28?
Yeah.
So like 4 years. I'm so curious what the WNBA is going to look like in 4 years.
Well, you know, the Fever is going to get so much more money from having her that they're going to be able to be like, okay, here's $2 million. But they already made it to the playoffs.
Indiana Fever was not that good at all, Megan. And then when she was drafted, because they got the number 1 pick, so it was like, of course.
Didn't they get 2? Didn't they say on the... I didn't know this until they said it on the Jumbotron that they had 2. I don't know if they're both from this year. Number 1 draft picks. It had to have been different years. You only had one number 1.
Yeah, definitely.
They have 2 on there.
That's why Las Vegas Aces has like 3 or 4 different number 1 draft picks.
Damn.
And they were all playing. They were all fucking playing that.
Caitlin Clark's a different beast, I'm telling you. Seeing her get the ball, like, and I'm someone who doesn't even know basketball like that, but I could tell how her brain was working, like, just differently than everyone else. Like, it was just so fast. Well, and Asia Wilson was really cool to watch, too.
Someone was explaining how Caitlin Clark was, like, reading it, like when she's passing, it was like they compared it to football.
The way she
was leading the player because she was like, oh, I'm gonna see a play over here, I'm gonna toss it over there, and you're gonna go. Like she was like, you can make that basket over there. That's essentially what her brain is doing. She like knows which players like are gonna have a higher percentage of shooting a 3 or like shooting in the paint or around the, like, it's just.
She has her stuff brain. Says, like, if you look up merch for her, which I did because you know how I get, a lot of it says from the logo because most of her 3-point shots are that far out, are from the logo. That's almost half court. That's insane. Yeah, a lot of her t-shirts say Caitlin from the logo Clark. It's insane.
That's cute.
And it's further her like her 3-point like percentage
she can shoot
from where she shoots in the court
in 2 years.
Is further from all the NBA players, including Steph Curry. Of course it is,
dude. She's something else.
Insane.
I don't know how she exists.
Anyway, I'm just
Anyways, basketball was really fun. Can't wait to watch more. Oh.
Yeah, that was exciting. That was so exciting. So that got me excited about sports.
And that's really cool. Megan's never been one who's like super into basketball because she loves sports.
That's what I was telling you.
But basketball has always been like
talking about it, and he was like, "No, like I was like, I just needed to see someone in a ponytail.
Like
do
you just don't get it. It's like
to see a ponytail. That's all I needed.
It was so. It's seriously. Sometimes it really is just that. Because I love basketball enough that I can watch like the NBA, but I'm just like it
is the same.
Yeah.
The zest. There is zest. I'm not gonna say they're zestless, but they're not girls. They're not girls.
Yeah.
That's all I can
There's something about watching Asia Wilson just do anything, and it's just like, that's insane.
So that's not really exclusive to summer, like the basketball thing, but that just happened to be what we were doing over the weekend.
That was our first WNBA game. All 3 of us. So
fun, so cool.
Definitely getting different seats next time.
Yeah.
I
looked while we were there, Hannah, because there was another game that day. I was like, we could chill here till 3 and go see.
Especially because of the teams that were playing.
Yeah, it was like the seats we had were like 65 or something, and I was like, I'm not even going to say anything.
Well, that's why it's about like, if we wanted, like, we can see Indiana whenever because they're right there. But if we wanted to do a cheaper one, we'd just pick one of the lower rating teams or something. Maybe.
I don't know where we would travel to. We can talk about this off
I'm saying we can always just go to Indiana.
And watch a different team that's not Indiana? Do they have other ones play there?
Play a different team besides the Aces.
I see what you mean.
Aces are,
I see what you mean. Yeah, we can do that.
Long topic. All right.
Yeah, it was 15 minutes.
We can switch out of sports.
Okay, so don't bring up pickleball.
I'll just keep fucking ramble. Well, pickleball won't take that long. I thought you were going to say something like volleyball. I was like, I'll just fucking ramble.
Oh,
yeah, babes.
Okay.
Yeah, babes.
We played pickleball.
Tennis, but only a little bit. Tennis. And the one time we started really getting into tennis again, Megan done fucking hyperextended her knee.
I got a season-ending injury, yeah. And it still doesn't feel right. I was trying to tell Harrison earlier, so it like, what I did to it wasn't like bad hyperextension. Like a lot of time people do that, they tear something. I didn't tear anything. I just pissed it off. But my knee, if you ever see one of those dolls that's attached by strings instead of, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a Barbie leg. it feels like a stringed leg. Like, I'm very aware of where my knee hinges and that it's not attached
I don't
properly.
I don't like that.
Oh, I love
like
it,
that.
personally.
No, I mean, I just don't like that in general. That sucks. I don't like that.
It's getting better slowly, but I'm still scared. Like, the last time I played pickleball, I was scared to, like, go fast that way, so I was
Jerk your
getting
body
points
or
on me
anything.
that I wouldn't have normally
Switch
got.
direction too quickly. Yeah.
But, yeah, playing sports has been really fun. I'm hoping it feels better in time for when it's cold enough that it's not going to be, like, blazing to go play and you don't have to sweat.
I hope so. See? Pickleball wouldn't even take that much time. We love pickleball. I love playing pickleball. Nice burp. Hope you guys heard it. What else did we do during the summer? We did the pool a few times together. But, you know.
I love the pool.
I did the lake like one time.
Yeah,
one time at
love
the
the lake.
beginning. But that's about it.
Did y'all
for
ever
me.
take a paddleboard out on a body of water? That's so
Rub it
fun.
in, why don't you?
Yeah, I wish you
wasn't
were
there
there.
for
We
that
didn't
one.
have the paddleboard yet when Hannah came, but yeah, roaming around looking at all the
Paddleboards
little
are so fucking
fishes.
cool.
I got my mom pretty good the last time we were there. Let me tell this story. So my mom's terrified of snakes, okay? And I'm just not, like, scared of stuff that normal people are scared of in that kind of way. Like, bugs don't really freak me out. Snakes don't. I think it's because I have autism and I just don't get scared of things like
Well, you're just
that kind of
curious
stuff.
about it, I guess.
Yeah, it's more curiosity than anything.
wins your fear. Wins over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I started swimming us towards it, like paddling us towards it, and she started freaking out, like, and not in like a new way that I have never seen her freak out
That was
that before.
like Megan was severely threatening.
Yeah, she got so serious, and she was like, "Megan, turn this thing around right now! I swear to God!" And I was like, "What are you gonna do? Jump off?" Like that?
That's actually true. Yeah. All she had was her saying that.
I know, and I did turn us around out of respect, not out of fear.
Understand that.
Yeah.
Megan wasn't scared. It was out of respect for her mother.
Yeah, so I turned around and went, and then I tried to go find it again, and I couldn't find it, which that freaks me out more. Where'd that snake go? You know what I'm saying?
In the water?
They can't go under the water. Their snakes
How
don't
do
have
you know
gills. The snakes
For a
don't have
little
gills.
bit. What are
I feel like, you know how small their lungs gotta be? Like, they can't be holding their breath.
Oh, bro. Oh.
I don't know where he went, but I really doubt it was under the water.
No, I can't feel it. I can't feel it. Much better. You don't understand. I couldn't feel my legs
Right,
at all.
I've never had a sleep
Yeah, you
worm.
have never ever had your leg or any other part of your body fall asleep and feel pins and needles. No one has. It's just me.
When I was a kid. My Aunt Corey, I think she watches this podcast, so
She requested me on Facebook today. She sent me a friend request.
She brings this up from time to time. I was sitting in the back seat and my feet fell asleep and I freaked out and I was like,
Was this the first time for you?
no, but again, I have sensory issues.
Was it both of them?
Sensory issues. It's both my legs.
Oh,
and I was
Megan, you're fucking done
I started
for.
crying and I was like 5, maybe 6.
Probably because it was taking too damn long for them to even come back to life.
And then waking up hurts worse than them being asleep. It does.
It actually does. There's no other pain than like that slow minute.
When you wake
To
up
a
and
minute
you
and a
have
half.
to, and your leg is so asleep sometimes that you have to physically with your arm move it and let the blood drain back, and you feel the blood like it's like Bella's cells when she's turning into a vampire. It's like Bella's cells when she's turning into a
Gotta get that
vampire,
sentence out.
and they all turn like, you know what I'm talking about?
I do, yeah.
I love that scene in that movie.
It is pretty satisfying, actually.
I feel that, and it feels like the vampire venom. It
Yeah.
fucking hurts.
It goes through the
You're like,
entire thing and
"Ow!"
slowly building.
It's awful. But anyway, I was going through that, and Corey was like, "Megan, stop! Like, you're fine." And I was like, "You have no idea what this feels like." And she was like, "You're right. You're the only person it's ever happened to." I just thought of that when you said that. Aye.
Oh, I love it. I love that that is the one that's rubbing off on you. That's awesome. What did I do during this summer? Honestly, I took in some shows. I think I talked about some of them on the pod, but Netflix had a few ones. Hulu had a few ones. Should I just say the title?
I don't know why
Are they
few
even gonna-
ones is getting me. A few ones. What an interesting sentence.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we watched
It's
some
so kind of
together.
you.
We haven't finished yet. Selling Sunset.
Oh yeah, we still need to. We
What's that?
can.
Period.
What was the House of the Dragon? Of course, took up a chunk of the summer for all of us, dude. That was
Have y'all seen the tea with George R. R. Martin?
That's what I'm saying.
Recently?
So it's like,
what's
gonna happen?
Yeah, I'm worried about that.
And
because when they strayed from his view on Game of Thrones, it didn't go well.
Right. So is it like, oh my god, are they gonna like really upset me season 3? Like, is it not even gonna like, or am I gonna like it and feel weird that I like it?
I just got really self-conscious about that swallow. Did you hear it?
I didn't hear anything.
All right, if y'all
I also was talking, so I hope it just talked over your swallow.
Hopefully. I have these Invisaligns. I keep bringing it up, but I keep feeling the need to tell you guys because there's just so many things. I feel like that I have a little lisp. I can't swallow. My mouth gets dry.
That sound was so
my elastic smacking the gums.
Yeah, every time you fucking yawn a little too much, man, it goes snap. Yeah, I would start getting really pissed off. But yeah, too.
House of the Dragon, that was a really fun thing to have in the summertime. I kind of miss having it in the winter though, because Game of Thrones for me is kind of a winter thing.
Well, I mean, that makes sense, man. There's so much fucking snow in that fucking show, dude.
It's also kind of like
everywhere.
It's very cold. Sad, but it's kind of cozy in a way. And they always have like their ale like in like a mug, and they're always dressed really big. And you have like the fire. Look at Belly.
Sneaking in
She's
here.
sneaking up on
like
us.
She thought we wouldn't see her.
I love that bitch.
I really enjoyed that show, Shrill. But it's only like, I think it was 3 seasons. But like it's still such a good show. And I think everybody should watch that. It was just a really cool take on like a woman like really realizing like how fucking fat phobic just everything is, and growing up as a fat person and having an almond mom. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that was cool. That was a really good show. I'm trying to think of the other one that was on Netflix that was so fucking weird. It was like based during the bubonic plague. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucking weird.
Yeah,
it was called the Decameron. That one was really good. And you haven't watched that one, man. That was good. And it's just
I gotta work myself up to bubonic plague. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, either you like it or you don't. It's more of like it's an immediately yes or.
I'm having one of those moments in life where like I can't do anything too heavy.
That's not heavy at all.
The bubonic plague?
You think it is? It's a comedy.
Oh, well.
It's like really funny.
What was it called? That sounded real serious too.
The Decameron.
Yeah, that sounds so serious.
It's based off of a book by an Italian whatever.
Interesting person. Could be.
Mayhaps. Mayhaps they are a person.
Oh, yeah. I'll check that out later.
Bipod.
I've mostly been rewatching Friends because, like I said, I need something light. Well, no, I've watched I'm gonna get into that in a second. I watched The Boy and the Heron 4 times.
Oh, you're still kicking? Yeah, that was actually I did enjoy that. So I need to rewatch that on my own to catch.
Well, I also read it. Like, so here's what I do with those kind of movies. So like, Studio Ghibli does a really good job of giving you something in a way that is beautiful and light enough, like. But it gives you like some heavy messaging and you can really read into everything. So like if you go on Reddit and you like, you know how on Google when you type in something and after Google you type in Reddit and then you learn more than you've ever learned about anything in your entire life. Love doing that. And I've been doing it with The Boy and the Heron because I kind of when I was watching it, I'm smart I'm smart after the fact, if that makes sense. Like on first listen or watch, I'm gonna be like, like nothing's gonna register the way it's supposed to.
Okay.
But after a few times, I start getting it, and then especially after something is explained to me, then I can find more on that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with
this is why I love rewatching movies and shows. This is literally why. Because
you do it more than me.
There's just so much in one piece of art, dude. Like there's so much.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But this one, I was like. This is definitely about grief. Like, it has to do with grief for sure. But there was so many parts that were so confusing. Like, that I was like, how does that relate? Like, the part where those papers, when he went into, like, the delivery room. Do you remember that? We were pretty tired when we were watching this. It was, like, after work. Did we even finish it? Did you finish it?
Yeah.
The one with where he was getting hit with all those papers in the delivery. I was like, what is that supposed to be? Like, that has to represent something, but my brain couldn't do anything. So that's when I go to the internet. I'm like, what do y'all think it means?
Well, that's a lot of fucking deep diving for one scene that happened one time in the movie. Do you know what I mean? It was so
prominent. And then, like, the girl burned it all up and he was, like, had, like, a little damage from it, but he was okay. Yeah. And, like, that was when the mom looked up and was like, I hate you. I was like, that has to all mean something. Like, all of that does. So I just love doing those kind of deep dives. Also Studio Ghibli, I just love it. It's so beautiful and it's so well done. I just love those movies so much. So that's part of my summer
Oh, I forgot that I started Doctor Who. I had never watched that.
About that.
That is a summer one. I knew about it. My cousin, Megan, was like, she's a big fan of that. But I had never like watched it, and it's on HBO, and Megan had put it on one night when I was at her house, and it just, I was like, yeah, this is something that I could watch, and like I can pay attention, but I can also just like play a game on my phone. It's a long fucking series with a lot of plot in just one episode. And then like when they brought in David Tennant, he had a huge like thing with like his series that he did. Like each Doctor is gonna have so much. So I haven't picked up back on it.
Which Doctor did you stop at?
Just right. Like the first few episodes of Matt Smith, because I knew I was gonna love watching Matt Smith.
Matt Smith is my favorite. I love David Tennant too, but Matt Smith, oh my god.
I think that's why I'm curious to see who I'm gonna like more, because I did love David Tennant.
You're gonna like Matt Smith more.
Okay.
I know you are. They did, because they got better. Like the writing got better.
I will say that I had to like put a pause on it because I wanted to be able to actually like
pay attention,
watch him as a doctor. But I was like, it was a lot. Like I can't just binge a show all the way to finish when it's something like I can't like it. That's like a lot, man. That's what I cannot do that.
I watched Grey's Anatomy for like 2 months
which is
straight.
Crazy. She like watched all of it up until like it was on TV. So it's like you couldn't watch it on Netflix, right?
Well, I got to the point where it was getting to be so
absurd.
Ridiculous that I was like, I've got to stop. Yeah, pretty much after Derek died, I was like, oh, this is kind of getting... I kept watching it for like a while. It was still good, but that was like a pivot point for me.
Yeah, I did really enjoy Doctor Who. And I get why it was so popular. It's like pretty corny, but it's like also not. And it does get super serious at times. Bitch, it'd be making me cry. Like a lot. It makes you cry.
When you get to Amy, when you get to Karen Gillian?
Gillian. It's one of the two. Woman, it's her last name. So it's like, is the last name different?
Oh my god, does that show get good and serious? Oh my god. When I was a kid, I watched that at my friend's house in her TV room. Shout out to Lane.
What a great one to watch too. Oh, with a friend, that's so fun. Okay.
She had a chinchilla and was allergic to it.
Unfortunate. Who got the chinchilla?
Her mom. I mean, you don't. That's the kind of thing you don't know you're allergic to until it's right in front of your face. You know.
Well, did they at least try to like?
She just didn't touch it.
Okay, that's why I was like, did they keep her away from it?
It was albino too. It was a white chinchilla. It had red eyes. Kind of cool. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but
that's like so specific.
I think his name was Snowball.
Mom's living out childhood dreams right there.
Yeah.
I think she always wanted a chinchilla when she was a
Snowball,
kid. And she wanted an albino one. Yeah.
No.
Oh, I hope you guys can see Belly Beans. Oh, Belly, get on top of that. Hell yeah. Oh, she's going to jump back there.
She's going to get stuck back there. It's about to be hilarious.
Well, honestly, I just more than anything was watching a lot of stuff like that and playing sports. Oh my. Did you guys hear that? She fell back there. She won't come up.
She will. It's just going to be violent.
Oh, period. Okay, she'll claw at the blanket. We skated like what? Maybe 1 or 2 times.
This wasn't a good year for skating for us.
I want to get back at that. I really want to surf my surf skate.
Well, we're having issues. So I was going to bring this up too. Like, we're having issues with like balancing adult life because it's so new to it. Like, we're 25, but like COVID also put a backslide on everybody's development. I will say, like, I feel like that did not make anyone feel like anything for a while. Man. Yeah, it was so weird. And then like the economy is the way it is, and like the politics of the world are the way that they have been since then. God damn, it's been bad. Like the state of the earth has just been bad. So it's like now I feel like right now for me this summer has been kind of like I'm kind of doing bad mentally right now, to be honest. But I've been trying to figure out how to like be a person who has like new experiences still, and that's so hard to do once you get like settled into your life because you just don't want to like do new things or mess with your schedule.
Sometimes it is hard to. Yeah, I know.
Because you wake up and you're like, I gotta do laundry. I gotta apply for these jobs. There's all this
shit I gotta do.
And it's like nothing's fun. And it's so hard to like give yourself a balance between things that you find joy in and feeling like a responsible, not piece of shit adult.
And I feel like you, like, when you're older too, you really do actually have to put the effort in to have fun. Like, you know, when you were younger, it just, like, it was easy. Like, it literally was just happening. You know what I mean? You were having a good time.
Because I didn't have to think about, do I have a medical bill I haven't paid?
No.
Which I do. I do.
Like, for sure? Do you call them?
No, but I have to. I got something in the mail. I had a bad UTI like 2 weeks ago. HIPAA, hello. I can talk about this. It's myself. I had a bad UTI like 2 years ago. It was 2021. It's been 3 years.
I was about to say. 3 years ago since that.
And I had to go to the ER because I was pissing blood and guts. I had to go to the ER. I thought it was backed up into my kidney, and they gave me a Rocephin shot. That feels like peanut butter going into your ass cheek, by the way. And I get a bill last month. It's been 3 years. Talking about you owe us $215. I was like, huh? Because our insurance,
talking about?
Our out of pocket's $100, so I know that ain't right. And so I'm gonna have to call them. Yeah. But how do you call the emergency room? That's just ridiculous.
That's like another thing.
That's been weighing heavy on me. I thought about that every day since I got that letter.
I know exactly what you mean. There's plenty of things that sit in the back of, like right here. They sit right on the side.
Right there, yeah.
And it's like,
I look every day. You're having a good time. You're like, medical bill.
It like whispers in my ear, and I'm like smiling. And it's like, every time, blinking. That happens to me all the time.
That's awful, and I hate it. That didn't happen to me when I was 12.
Exactly.
She tried to jump up and she didn't make it.
Did you guys see that? Was it on camera?
I hope so.
I do too. Belly, keep trying. She'll be good.
That's hilarious.
If anything, she'll claw up
me
your
out
blanket.
For help if need be.
Oh, that too, yeah.
But yeah, I read that. She is.
Hey, Beans.
We also read Drew Afualo's book, and that was life-changing for real.
Deserves a whole episode on the pod, but that would probably be just so insane to do.
Yeah, but, little fangirly.
Yeah, that fucking book was insane, and every person should read that.
Yeah, I agree. That was one of those things when I was reading it, I was like, I really wish that I had, and I'm glad that people are going to have it when they're younger, but I don't know if I would have read it when I was younger. I don't know if I would have been like, yeah, that sounds like a fun read. But as an adult, I've listened to it once and halfway through twice now because I just felt like I needed to hear it again, what she was saying. Also
specific chapters. Like, yeah, you could use it as like a mantra. Some of the stuff she is saying. Like, she is speaking to you. Yeah, like.
But it's like, it'll really change your perspective on how you look at like self-confidence and like when to stand up and how to stand up for yourself. It's like a base level feminist book, honestly. Like if you've ever taken a feminism class, there's nothing that new in it, but her perspective on how to carry yourself in the world is new to me. Like the idea that men don't see us as shit is not new, but the way she handles it is, I think, kind of revolutionary. Like, I don't think we've seen anyone act like that.
No.
That loudly about it before.
It's phenomenal. It's cool. It's cool that we're seeing it.
Yeah. So that really changed my outlook. And I think about it a lot. Like, I was when I'm at a restaurant, and, like, I think she talked about this specifically, and they give me the wrong thing. A lot of the time, I just don't want to be annoying. Not because I, like, don't think I'm worth getting the food, but because I'm like, damn, I know it sucks to be a worker in these places. Like, I know it does. But I was like, but you deserve to get what you paid for. So,
yeah, because, like, I've been trying to work on that. Yeah. This shit's not cheap. So, like, let's not waste money.
Yeah. And then so often, too, you find yourself saying stuff, and, like, I've said it myself multiple times, where it's like, well, he's good for, like, how men are. And her saying, like, not to do that has also been kind of a big deal. Because we do give men a lot of passes if they're just not shitty all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like they have like the few, like, yeah.
Yeah. So if they're like mostly good, but they do some shit that's like kind of fucked and we just let it go, like, because they're like, well, other men beat their
yes,
beat their
and he's been pretty chill, so.
Yeah. It's like, damn. And ain't that tough? Yeah, what's she saying? She was like, you're never asking for too much. And I was like,
yeah, bitch had me crying multiple times when I listened to her book.
Oof. When she talked about her family, bitch, oh my god. I was at work like this.
Well, I also, not just that, I'm gonna cry.
I've never been so jealous of a person in my whole life.
I was gonna say, I was like, dude, that's so cool that, like, they're all just
supportive and loving.
And not only just, like, they go, like, a step further than, like, you're used to seeing. Which is insane.
you all, if anyone watches our podcast and not theirs, y'all should go check out Two Idiot Girls.
You should watch Two Idiot Girls because they're just fun to watch together.
And they're funny. They're hilarious. They're so funny. Goobers.
They are goofy goobers.
They're such like confident women, and they're goobers.
I love that because why can't we be goobers as well as confident people?
Cannot get that hair out.
Porque
here we are. But yeah, I love Drew and Dayson. And Dayson's queer as well. And like she offers that perspective. And
yeah, which
Drew
is a nice little flavor.
Good ally to that, I feel like. So
and has like grown too. Like she continuously is making sure that she is a strong ally.
Yeah. So that's also really cool to watch because their family is so loving and supportive that of course she's doing the work to learn how to be a good ally.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. Great book. Great fucking podcast. I love it.
It's called Loud. I don't think we said that. It's called Loud by Drew Afualo.
Yeah.
Afualo. It's on Spotify Premium for free. If you have Spotify
for
Premium.
free. It's such a good book. I'm definitely going to listen to that when I go to work.
Yeah, that one is good. Also, I've been trying to deal with my self-confidence too because I've been having horrific acne. I need to talk about this because like I feel like there's not
Let's call attention to it.
Well, there's not enough information. So I went off birth control in December and it has like actually fucked my life. Like I don't know if like when I Googled it, because I did before I went off birth control, I was like, what's going to happen to me? And everybody the way it said, and you are like Mayo Clinic or something, and I'm not saying it's going to be everyone's experience, but like when I started digging deeper, it's a lot of people's experiences. It says like you might have like a little bit of acne for a few weeks to months. It's been almost a year that I've been off the birth control, and the acne has only gotten worse.
Yeah.
I kept thinking, like, I just have to wait this out. And it's just getting worse. I'm at the point where I'm scared of scarring, so I finally went to a dermatologist. On top of that, my mood, like, it is affecting my cortisol levels, the way that my body smells, the way that my hair grows, the way that, like, it's just awful. Like, it's god awful. And it's just awful. Like I cannot overstate how bad it is to come off of birth control. And I can't believe that they just use that. You have acne, you have a heavy period, you have mood swings, they're like birth control. Hey, you dropped a nuclear bomb on the inside of your body just to come off of it and everything's just gonna get worse. It's just gonna get worse. So trying to deal with that, like I've been having all kinds of like mental health, confidence issues, just everything with that. On top of my periods coming back and being like pissing blood. Like today I woke up and just felt so tired and fatigued that I like could barely make it up the stairs. My period is so heavy. And I'm gonna go to the doctor about that. You know what they're gonna tell me? Birth control. And I'm like, no. I think I would rather have everyone's baby than go back on birth control. Ain't no fucking way I'm doing that.
And like she probably like really means that.
I do.
So
I do mean that.
I know. Yeah, I'm so sorry, man.
I'm just yapping about that, but I'm just letting y'all know that is ass.
Just
watch out for that.
Think about that. Like honestly, yeah, that sucks, man.
The acne's the worst part, though, honestly. And now I'm on, like, weird medicine that's gonna make my blood pressure weird, making me pee just to try to get rid of it. Sucks.
A lot of work. A lot of work, dude.
Anyway. Can you tell,
expect me to follow up on that?
I'm really good with this makeup, you know what I'm saying? Can y'all even see it? Probably not.
Well, I was about to say, yeah, it's pretty good even from, like, my distance.
Yeah, I'm also pretty good at editing the videos, so. That's another thing I've been working on. I don't know if y'all could too this summer. Actually, this summer is when we started the podcast. We started it in May.
We should have, man, we wrote that down. That's why that says that podcast editing. It was supposed to be like, we started the podcast.
Yeah.
But like, it was in May too. So it was just before like summer actually started, but it was pretty fucking hot in May.
It was. So when we took our little photo shoot. If y'all know about that.
Yeah. And the hammocks. It's been a while since I've swung in that hammock out there, man.
It's still out there.
I could actually do that tonight.
Right now.
I'm gonna do it when we get out of here. Yeah, we started the podcast in the summer. That was like really fun. That was a good start.
That's been really fun
summer.
too. To like just not care really what people like, to just live life.
Yeah,
and this has been really fun. Like I really enjoy doing this.
putting this out there. Yeah. Because I really don't care. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, you have to learn not to care really quickly too, because the amount of times, like, when we started recording this, we had like 4 episodes
Tell
filmed.
them the first day that we had actually ever recorded anything. It was on February 13th.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Did we record a little bit? We did, but we weren't fixing to use it for anything.
We said we just want to see how we feel about our voices.
Well, we started and we just looked at each other. Like stunned.
Yeah,
and like,
dude,
this is harder than you would think it is, because I've mentioned it to people and they've been like, I feel like I can do it. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna say you can, because but I'm also gonna say it's not gonna feel how you think it's gonna feel.
I was like, nah, I can totally do that. I can get past that.
And we did. It just took longer than we thought.
Yeah, multiple episodes filmed before we even did the first one,
and we didn't use any of them.
No,
we filmed like. We were like, we need to have at least this many on backlog. And then we got like, how many do we have? Our goal? You ready for our goal? Our goal was 12.
Oh,
12 episodes. By the way, hey, we're on 17. So that would have been crazy to have 12. But we got to about 4 and we were like, that'll do. And then like the last one of the 4 we recorded, the 5th one, was the first one that went up.
Yeah.
And
it's crazy how quickly we were like, we can't use any of those other ones. It was crazy how quickly we were like, get rid of them.
Well, because we improved so quickly that I was like, those are not usable anymore. Like we got so much more comfortable.
Compared to the first episode is completely different.
Yeah.
So
maybe one day
I'm excited to see what we're able to do with some of that old
footage, because it's on like it's archived.
Yeah. We're not getting rid of it, but yeah, it's pretty embarrassing. Yeah, we did. We were sitting on the fucking floor.
Yeah, but it's given us.
It's given me a different type of confidence too. Actually, with just not caring and stuff like that. Just like and posting on Instagram too, and just
yeah, taking pictures and just like not caring really, because we're on film now, so I'm not as insecure about what I look like. Yeah, I'm not that insecure about my voice at all anymore, because I hear it 850 times a week when I'm editing this. I just hear myself talk, and now I just. Not at all jarred by what it sounds like anymore.
What it does in anything. The inflections at all. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know how you hear your voice and you're like, whoa, it's my voice. Doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah. And it's like, I knew I was a little goofy goober too. So when I saw myself with all my mannerisms, like, I was like, I expected. It's
also made me love myself in a different way.
Yeah.
Because you never get to see yourself
from
speak or like your little mannerisms. Like you see them in your own head.
Yeah.
But seeing them from afar, I'm like, I'm kind of charming. That's actually kind of cute. I would be my own friend, and you just don't get that.
I would be my own friend. I mean, yeah, of course. Of course.
You just don't get that if you don't watch yourself on a video. So maybe y'all should try this out. I mean, it's fun. I enjoy it. We're really going to have friends on at some point, too. So y'all, like, the people that are, with the Musing and Musing, eventually you guys will get to see that.
Yeah.
Once we get a little more, stuff.
Well, another mic.
One more mic. Another chair. We're going to fit someone here.
This is a love seat, Like,
we'd be loving.
I hate that it calls a love seat. That doesn't even make any sense.
I hate that. Love?
Think about it, though.
It's because it's for 2.
Right. And how dare they? Not everybody's just a 2.
Well, I would say it's the vast majority.
I know, but bummer.
We're not even a couple, and we're sitting here a twofer.
Every time someone says twofer, I think of gopher.
As you should. Gopher. Yeah. I don't know what that's from.
I don't know what that is at all. If I say Happy a word... Happy Gilmore? Happy Gilmore? If I say... now I'm just lollygagging. I don't care. Do you want to knock out another topic before I just start yapping?
I was going to talk about the Eras Tour.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that was so early in our... Well, I literally was just going to go off and be like, if I said this word, then you say... What would you say? It must be like the first word that comes to your head. But then that would take up too much time.
Didn't Torture's Poets Department come out in April, too? That album didn't feel... Like, I loved that album, but it didn't feel like a summery album to me.
Oh my god. If she released that in any colder weather, we'd all be dead, dude.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? Some of those songs are so, like, you're swimming in just, like, melancholy.
Not a pool album.
You're swimming in melancholy, I'd say.
You could listen to, like, I Want You Back. I'm gonna get you back.
I'm glad you said that. Because you said I want you back, and I thought
I know. I knew immediately that wasn't it.
You gotta, when you edit this, bro, you gotta zoom in on your face.
Great song. That is a pool song.
I fucked with me, my sister, and my mom. We were all like, oh. We love that song.
What'd she say at the end? I can sound like a helicopter.
Every time any artist does anything in the booth where they're talking, it just cracks me up. Because I'm picturing watching them through the little window and being like, we're recording. We're fucking recording. Like sing this song. But everybody loves doing it. Literally everybody.
I would so do it.
I would
This is so fun. Taylor Swift. Did she redo that on Red? She didn't. She didn't.
She probably didn't because I actually don't know what you're talking about.
What song was it? I know one of you bitches because you Taylor Swift fans are nuts. Me included.
Your Taylor Swift fan was
what? At the end of it, she goes, that was so fun. It's either on Red or Fearless. Now it's gonna bother me. Do you wanna play that game while I look it up?
But you have to respond to me.
I am good at multitasking.
Okay. That was so rude. I am actually good at
because we had that conversation where I was like, this
told Austin about that. You had me, bitch had me watching a movie that I had never seen. So of course I'm gonna pay attention. But then Belly Beans was being all cute in the corner and she was like, look at Belly Beans. And I was like, I'm gonna look at Belly Beans. So then I was looking at Belly Beans and she was like, oh my God, did you get that? And I was like, what? I was like, bam,
I'm
bam,
looking
bam.
at Belly, but out of my peripherals while paying attention to what Belly's doing, but like, I'm also seeing what's going on the TV movie. And hearing it.
You had already seen the movie.
But I can do that on First Go
too. You also live with that cat. Oh, fuck off.
I think it's ADHD. People think that it's an attention deficit. It's an attention surplus. It's all you have. So I can't
a surplus.
It is. When someone's talking to me, if I'm looking at them, my brain has to be doing something else. And I've told people this. I'm like, if I'm looking at you while you're speaking to me, I'm actually I've gotten better at it with age.
Well, I will also say, having been on the other side of sometimes you guys don't always get what I say, or at least hear everything.
But it depends on what's going on. Because if you're saying something and then something actually does happen behind you, then I'm gonna be like, "What the fuck was that?" So,
right. So what I hate is sometimes you don't do this, but sometimes if somebody was like, they asked me, no, keep going. To tell them when I was just like, no, I'll wait.
I try to tell people when I can't pay attention to what they're saying anymore. I'll be like, wait, this just happened. And then I'll be like, no, but you finished.
Okay. See, that's why I said you don't do this.
Yeah. Because I can't. It's a problem. Like, you can't. If something's going on behind you, there it went.
Surplus.
Yeah. Well, it's still not a deficit because I'm paying attention to something. You know, I can't direct it is the problem, is can you direct it where you want it to go? People with ADHD know what I'm talking about because all of us would be so good at school if we could just give a shit about what's going on in school. Because we're all smart. We all know a lot of stuff because the
schools didn't seem very designed for
absolutely
you all,
not.
So.
No. You want me to sit quietly?
Well, that's what I said. They didn't make it cool at all. They didn't make schools fun and cool at all. They're just miserable.
It's because it's supposed to get you ready to go join the workforce.
Yeah, and
where you're not going to be able to do anything
miserable.
fun.
And everything is always gray or white, and that's it. Or sometimes creme. Very boring. I just don't know why people don't like to use color. He says to me with the black shirt.
It has a lot of color on it, though.
It does have some pretty bright ones. I do love a good pop of this. Yellow gold.
This is the shirt I was wearing, y'all. This is the shirt I was wearing when I fell down the stairs with the tomato soup.
I wish I could have been there.
Folex. That's a great scene,
Sponsor
remember,
us.
seriously. Obviously we don't have a sponsorship, but that will get red wine out of a white carpet, for real. It has. I've seen it happen. I've seen it do it at my Aunt Patsy's house. She had a white carpet.
Why?
Spilled red wine. We got it right up.
Why?
Why does she have white carpet?
Yeah.
You would need to see my Aunt Patsy's house.
She have kids?
She had kids. It's a fucking huge house. It's different.
Big houses really like white carpets, white couches
White
sometimes.
everything.
Yeah. Pristine, clean.
They had a study.
Not for me.
They have an actual
That's
study.
crazy.
And it has a spot with bourbon and stuff. Like, it's
Hard
like
pass on the bourbon, but I've always wanted to hang out in a study.
But you know the aesthetic I'm talking about.
They definitely have with a tray.
Yep.
And really nice tumblers.
And they have like a crystal clock next to it.
They do. Crystal duck? You really just taken my fucking brain, and now everybody sees me being a
I
freak.
didn't say duck, I said clock. But what are you talking about?
That's
crystal
the tick
duck?
you gave me. You said crystal, and you said clock. So my brain was like, is a quote from Friends when Chandler accidentally tells Rachel that, oh, remember when Ross was in love with whatever and got her this crystal duck? And then Rachel was like, what did you just say? And you're lost still.
No, because I know what you're talking about.
Chandler
I'm following, but I don't remember
Ross
where
is in love
this
with
is
Rachel.
going.
And he said when Ross got his ex-wife, what was her name? A crystal duck, because that's what she wanted. And yeah, and then he goes, what did you just say? A crystal duck?
I would have thought because that's what I thought she was asking about as well. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, but she said, no, the other part. And Megan was like, oh, the crystal duck, yeah.
Still thinking about the crystal. I'm picturing a crystal duck. Because you know what? My Aunt Patsy collects crystal animals. Little ones.
The house that I dog sit at?
She has them too.
I'm going to have to take a picture. There's like so many. Oh. Nobody's going to watch this.
Do you think that's what
Nobody's
they
gonna watch
named it
this.
after?
I was
Those band Glass Animals. You think that's what they're talking about?
Maybe.
Pineapples on my head.
I am.
Did you steal one?
Fuck no. Also, of all the things to steal from a place.
I didn't think you would, but I was like, where are you about to confess to me?
I leaned over to plug my charger. Bitch, I was so scared. Megan, glass animals.
Did you fucking
Not my head. My body, bro. my back, like shoulder area.
That's
so
why
it was
monkeys
more
were like, oh shit.
Multiple fell down. And I was like, oh my, I opened the door and I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
She has to have also done that before too.
Right? I thought the same thing. I was like, oh fuck. Put it on a wall right next to their fucking bed. I was like, this is stupid. While I was like picking them up and like making sure none of them were broken. Some of them were really cute. She had like a cute little Santa set.
One of those dogs also ate half of Hannah's underwear.
Oh my god, I never talked about that. One of the times that I was, oh my god, I didn't even.
Summer recap.
Yeah, bitch ate my underwear. It was she. Her name was Priscilla.
Priscilla.
I didn't even, it was in my bag, dude. It was in my bag. Like, I put my dirty clothes away. Like, it was not like I left them out. She dug in my bag and ate them. And I only found the back half of my underwear. Oh, that was pretty funny. I was not as mad as, like, yeah.
I hope she passed it peacefully.
So do I. I was like, I did tell her, too. That's why I made sure to text that person, because it wasn't like, hey, she ate my underwear. It was more like, the other half is still missing. Check out her poop. Like, please.
Oh my gosh.
What a time.
My dad used to have a dog named Yoda. He was a little white French bulldog, and he's eaten so many things. One time he took, are you ready for this? I was in high school. I was like 15 years old. And we went on a drill meet where we got to go to the mall. And you could buy like we would get underwear, like we would all get matching underwear, and I was like, yes, this is my chance to get a thong. I was like, I am so embarrassed by my panty lines, you know, shit you care about when you're a teenager. Actually, I still care about that. I never have panty lines, and like, doesn't matter.
I've practiced on getting over that though.
I don't like the way it feels either though, to have like underwear with tight pants. But anyway, I got this cheetah print thong, and I was like, this is my cheetah print thong, and I would make sure that I cleaned it, because I was at my dad's house, and I did not want my dad to clean my fucking cheetah print thong. Wow. So I started doing my own laundry at his house because of this thong. Okay. Yoda gets it, drags it out in the front yard, and rips it apart, my cheetah print thong. And my dad sends me a picture of it. He's like, this yours? I was like, yeah. Awful. And the bitch liked to eat tampons too. So he ate a tampon.
I had a
one
problem
time
with dogs, like literally all the dogs getting into tampons used as well. You know what I mean? Like,
that's the way it smells. Dogs are
fucking
weird.
freak.
But he ate a tampon, and he was on. So we used to like to watch movies with my dad, like in his bed, which sounds weird, but like it was him and his girlfriend, and we would like lay at the foot of the bed and watch movies in there.
You guys were just watching movies together, just in the bedroom.
And Yoda was up there, and he starts like, So we just kind of look at him for a second, so we're like, he good?
Was he on the floor or was he on the bed? On the bed. Period. I love this. Pun intended.
And out pops a fucking bile-infused tampon right on the comforter, and I was like, oh. Guess who was on their period? Guess which one of us was on their period?
Not you?
It was me.
Oh.
So I've had some rough times with dogs eating some shit as well. So get trash cans with lids and keep your laundry locked
I just think you should, period.
Oh, period.
That's what I said earlier. I said pun intended.
Oh, period.
That was so funny. I wish you looked at the camera. That was so good the way you...
Oh, man.
What a great episode, guys. What a great episode.
Did you get a quote?
I do, actually.
Period. I'm on it now, too.
Oh my god,
talk about?
Megan.
Also, Pride happened over the summer. That was fun. That was cool. Being gay is also cool.
Queers we are. Well, we did a whole
fucking... Chaperone on the VMAs. Y'all see that?
Oh my god. If you didn't, you're doing a bad job.
Her little butt looked phenomenal.
Little butt. I don't know what butt you were looking at.
I was trying not to be like a gross dude, be like her ass. Yeah. But like, yeah.
She turned every time that I don't know how to like to explain, it was like, oh, that person's butt was beautiful. I'm trying to sound as most respectful as I possibly can.
Yeah. She's a gorgeous woman. She really is.
She really is.
Her hair is gorgeous.
And her voice
aesthetic,
is beautiful.
She does have a very cute aesthetic. Voice phenomenal. She can dance.
Yeah. She knows what she's doing.
She knows what she's doing. Yeah, y'all should check that out.
You ready for this quote? There's probably going to be a few people that would dress up as Chapel for Halloween.
They should. There's so many looks. There's so many like iconic looks you could do.
Yeah. Do you want me to read the quote?
Yeah. What do you mean? You want me to read the quote?
No. Oh, that's pretty cute.
It's a kid. It's a smart kid.
But it's not a baby. All right. Still.
Yeah.
Okay. Period.
Unless I'm related to
I get it. Well, it's just because sometimes when kids are wearing like clothes that adults wear.
Okay.
And he was wearing like a short sleeve button up shirt, and it just like that was ridiculous. Like I don't know, that gets me. Kids in like adult clothing, like you see a kid in one of those pageboy caps. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's pretty
the Peaky
cute.
Blinder
Or they
type
wearing
hats.
like Vans or Converse or something.
What are we doing? You're not a grown up. Why are you wearing that?
Or a button-down shirt.
Seriously, you can't button that. Like, can you imagine that kid rolling out of bed, grabbing a cup of Joe, and being like, "I button my shirt"? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Back to that. What did I? Oh, I got it. Okay, this is from August 2023.
Okay, so recent summer.
Yeah. I thought we'd relive a summertime from Megan Owens. Look, guys, there's a lot of them in there. She says a lot of stuff. And I'm writing it down pretty much every time. You ready?
Yes.
You can carbonate anything. Don't worry about it, baby.
I had to have been talking about our soda stream. But what were we talking about?
Bro, I don't know. That was a rough one. Out of context every time. A lot of the time I remember what they're from, but that one I was like, what the fuck?
One time. I might have been telling you about the milk.
And then you can carbonate anything.
You can carbonate milk.
Don't worry about it, baby.
Don't worry about it, baby. Carbonated milk? Hey, fucking gross.
Speaking of carbonated milk. Did Emily just not give us?
She said, you want to try my Milky? I said, what's a Milky? She said, it's a milk yogurt carbonated beverage. And I was like, okay.
Can you imagine carbonating milk or yogurt?
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as it sounds like it would be, but I didn't enjoy it. Delicious. All right. You guys. There we go. See you next week.
Oh, fuck me. Did you get that?
I haven't been up to turn it off.